HottSamn. Welcome to HUGZ. Today we're jumping into Avatar, The Last Airbender, Book 3. I always want to say season, but it's Book 3, Episode 8. Last we left off. Crazy laser brain, is that what I'm calling it now? Laser brain made a plan to capture Toph and then Katara to lead out Aang and then go after him. But again, they escape. It reminds me a lot of like the early show when every time the Fire Nation, or Zuko in particular, but it would be the Fire Nation coming after Aang, and they'd have like this whole plan and the whole squad coming after him, and he would always just eke away, except now it's just one dude that's half metal.
Right.
Or partially metal.
Yeah, which we're kind of like, where did he come from? Why is he like...
Well, we know where he came from. Zuko hired him, but...
Well, yeah, but like, who
personally,
made
what's
him?
his origin?
Or, like, is he a robot or is he a person? Or is he like...
Why is he a laser brain?
Yeah, like, what kind of bending is that? Is it fire bending?
I don't know.
Is it air bending? Because he goes, but he's not an airbender because Aang is the last airbender.
It's almost like it's in the title of the show.
I know, it's almost like it's
also, he does talk. We haven't really heard him talk or anything, but he laid out this whole plan and apparently told them about Katara because they're like, this is the one you're looking for. I don't know why we haven't heard him like talk or anything yet.
Yeah.
Does it make him more menacing, I guess, if he doesn't say anything when he's chasing them? Instead
he's
of
probably
like,
got like some squeaky little voice and it's like super...
Right there. Don't move at all.
Yeah.
It's like Barney Fife.
Yeah.
That's an old school reference.
Yeah. I love that show though.
But like shut them down. They were just like laughing.
We should do reactions to the Andy Griffith
to like
show.
old TV shows, black and white TV shows. I Love Lucy and stuff.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. There must be a market for this.
Everybody wants to see that.
I freaking love all that stuff.
Do you want to see us do reactions?
Leave it to Beaver.
Shows your parents watch, your grandparents watch? I
Gunsmoke.
never even watched Leave It to Beaver. Gunsmoke, I did.
I loved Leave It to
Dad
Beaver.
Like Gunsmoke a lot.
Anyway, back to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Say,
Hawk's poop.
Back to that was why
That was so random.
Just I get it was funny, like, and we're talking about it. But it was just like
Sokka and poop, like he's like the jokester. So like for him to be
does
like,
Sokka got a poop thing? Like,
well, like he's always like making jokes and you know. It like fit like being with him, but it was just so random.
It was pretty random. If you don't know what we're talking about, Sokka got a messenger hawk or whatever last episode, and he was just randomly like talking about something, and then
if you don't know what we're talking about, are you watching the show?
Go watch the last episode because it was good.
Yeah.
But anyway, this one's called the Puppetmaster. I don't know what that's going to be in reference to because that's not anything I can think of that's happening currently.
Yeah.
But we do have Laser Brain chasing them still, as well as we haven't followed up with Iroh in a while.
Yeah.
It looked like he was in breakout mode, and then we had that where he was kind of like telling Zuko about the grandparents.
Yeah.
We were getting a lot of images of him in the jail getting fit.
Yeah.
And then we didn't really get anything showing what he's going to do.
Yeah, because we even talked about how like they were kind of showing a lot of him, and then all of a sudden it just kind of stopped.
Well, cut back, and then it had that moment with Zuko.
Yeah.
It did have that where he...
And I mean, I think there only has been one episode, like the last episode.
This will be the second one.
Yeah, so, okay.
But still, I'm just saying they showed a lot of the montage of him like getting fit, and then I figured he would like bust out or
anyway, bend the metal if he's in a metal cage. I think he's in metal, but which
was also a conversation we had in the last reaction in depth. So for no reason. But let's go ahead and jump in, see what's going down.
I've got like goosebumps from that. Wow.
That was a crazy episode.
So like I
that
completely understand.
That
it really did. Where did I see that before where Katara like stops that water? Is it like in like the DVD intros? I think it's there. But anyway. But like I understand like the moral like like what is it? Confusion that she had like with whether or not she wanted to bend. But like in that case, like it was necessary. You know what I mean? Like, if someone is doing something that's going to hurt somebody, especially, like, killing Aang, like, that can hurt the entire world because Aang's supposed to save the world, then bloodbending is, like, the least of the worries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, if, like, you're, like, if someone's doing something bad, like, imprisoning you, and they're bad, bloodbend them and set yourself free. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I understand, like, it's not good for, like, what the lady was doing it for. Just hurting random people for absolute no reason. But Katara's upset that she had to bloodbend her.
Just because she thinks it's wrong to control somebody at all for any purpose.
But I just think that it was for a good reason, so she shouldn't be upset.
Well, and that's why she did it. But still, it makes her feel dirty to have done it. Like, I get, there's a few things to unpack here. One, she was trapped, and, like, you could say it's understandable to do what you gotta do to get out of jail.
Yeah.
Then what she was doing to imprison the other people who had nothing to do with what happened to her.
They're just Fire Nation, and she thought that...
So, first off, to go after people after you're out, bad.
It's bad.
To imprison people that have nothing to do with what even happened to you
is bad.
Worse. You know what I mean? And
terrible.
Then it's like...
Absolutely terrible.
But I can totally see why Katara would be torn and not want to do it, because she just sees the act of using someone's own blood, their own body.
Yeah, it's just like it's taking away like your, like all your rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that side of it, but it's like
your agency.
You know, and also like you have to think like Katara kind of felt like connected with this lady. Like, she felt like, you know, you're from where I'm from. You
and a waterbender.
Yeah, you're a waterbender, and
she did teach her some important things, like sucking the water out of plants and trees and all that type of stuff, which we had talked about way early on in this.
We talked about bloodbending a long time ago, because anything that's made up of water in a person is made up of 70 or 80% water. So. Yeah. It's kind of funny, though, how, like, dark I went. I was like, she's going to suck the water out of them and, like, kill them and then turn them into puppets. Well, because she had the closet. She had the closet full of puppets, you know what I'm saying? But for this type of show, it was a little dark.
I think that was just kind of to put off that she's an actual puppet master by using bloodbending.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a little bit of like a foreshadow.
If that would have been what's happened, like she killed them and turn them into puppets, that would have been like the darkest turn this show could have taken. That would have been weird.
It was already pretty dark. The
that
fact
would make
that
a really good
led people under the mountain and imprisoned them in this.
That would actually make like a really good what's it, like fan fiction?
I'm pretty sure there are movies that are similar to that, because I think there's actually a movie called The Puppetmaster.
Oh really?
I know there was one about toys.
I know,
that are like souls.
Even like House of Wax, they make them out of real people. Spoiler alert.
You're supposed to say spoiler alert before you say the spoiler
that movie is so old, and
the show's old.
Yeah, but House of Wax is like.
I think House of Wax is newer than the original Avatar.
Oh really?
I don't know.
Oh well.
I'm not sure.
Sorry.
Oh well. if you just happen to fall in to the small cross section of people who watch our videos, people who are about to watch House of Wax or want to watch House of Wax,
never seen it.
Yeah, then.
And I mean that really isn't like a huge spoiler of the show.
It's kind of like what the whole thing's based off of, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, which I haven't actually seen that, so you technically spoiled it for me because I haven't seen that. But I had a gist of what it was about.
Yeah. We should watch that.
Is that the one with Paris Hilton in it?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's the only reason I knew what that was. But anyway, we kind of, we had a little, detour from the main story because, it showed us Katara's growth as a waterbender, but it really didn't give us anything more about Laser Brain, about Iroh, about, going forward with the plan of attack. You know what I mean? It was another kind of detour episode that was its own self-contained story.
Yeah.
But I like these, and the closer we get to the end of the show, the more I appreciate them, because I'm like, we don't have that much more left. We only have 12 episodes left of the entire show, and then it's all over.
I'm like really sad about that. I mean, like I know we have like Korra and stuff like that, but
which we will be watching after Avatar.
Yes. But I'm still sad because, you know, it's not our people. But that's like with any show, like, that you watch. Like, it's over and you're like...
Well, it's like books. When I was a kid or even a young adult, when I would read, like, it really sucks when you finish a series because it's like, it just is over.
Yeah. No, I definitely... I've read some things. I've read very few things in my life, but I understand what you're saying. And also, like, Full Metal, Alchemist Brotherhood, like... Finishing that was hard on me.
Well, people said the original was like drastically different, and we saw some of the characters were different. Yeah. Like the way that they looked or whatever. And I'd actually be interested in watching.
I've actually thought about watching the original just because I am so sad that the other one ended, and it like left like a hole in my life.
Well, that's why I'm excited about Korra, because actually people wanted us to watch Korra, probably you if you're watching this, and I was like, well, let's watch Avatar first because I've always wanted to watch the whole show anyway, and I feel like
I've seen, you know, I had seen like it, like my cousin watched it, and like I would walk by the TV Avatar, and like I would like see it, so like I knew like, oh, he has an arrow on his head. Like in the very first reaction we did, I showed like some of my art, you know. Like, I knew, like, about Appa, and I just didn't know anything else. You know what I mean? I just knew what they looked like, I guess.
Well, and I know the reason you drew that or whatever is because I got an Avatar pin from, like, a loot box or something, a loot crate or whatever, and you're like, I'm going to draw that.
And I knew, like, that he did all the elements. Like, because I had remembered seeing him do water. From like watching it whenever I was real young.
Well, like Korra though, I have really no clue what that's about at all.
Me neither. Just that it's like another Avatar.
Well, I didn't even know that until
until people
somebody said something on Patreon about it or whatever.
Yeah.
But literally I knew nothing about it other than the voice actress for Korra. I was on a TV show thing with Huffington Post Lab one time.
Oh really? So I didn't know.
And the only reason I knew that is because like on her like thing when we did the little like, you know, they have like a little lower third, it said like voice something. I think she was the voice actress for the main character or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Very little. Anyway, but we only have like 12 episodes left. And I really enjoy these deep dives. The beach was really good a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
Showing the backstory of the Fire Nation kid side, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then we had the amazing episode just before this of finding out, or not before this, but the one before that, of finding out about Sozin and Roku.
Yeah.
So it's like we're getting all of this information, and I feel like all of it is going to piece together and build towards this amazing ending. Because now we know Zuko is half and half between
good and evil.
Good and evil.
Yeah.
We know that all these new abilities that Katara can do and use in this upcoming battle. You know what I mean? So we have like all these little things. And I feel like there's going to be something that's going to happen with the mom. We know Iroh is all powered up, like buffed up and ready to do whatever he's going to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like all these are just little pieces and components, like little strings that are leading us, and it's all going to get pulled together here in the last, few episodes.
Yeah. Pulled together by the Puppetmaster. Just kidding, not the Puppetmaster. Well, I mean, you said strings, and I thought of a puppet.
You got it. All right, let us know what you thought in the comment section down below. Like it if you did. Sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know how much it means. It means the world. We'll be back with more videos soon. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.